Yo, I've been gone from the internet for so long. I done missed so much, bro. If y'all don't know, I got COVID right now, bro, and I haven't been able to post because I'm sick. You feel me? My chest hurt. I keep coughing. My fucking throat hurt. All that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I've been missing everything. I haven't dropped in like what 5 days, and I'm still sick right now. But I see that Andrew Tate. When I was gone, I seen that Andrew Tate got banned from the freaking internet. I don't know why he got banned from the internet. I heard that freaking sixth graders at school telling girls to shut the fuck up and shit. But I see this story right here say Andrew Tate hit me with told Andrew Andrew hit me and told me to tell everyone his last message to the world. So Andrew Tate last message to the internet. Here it is. So I guess he got a message to the world. You feel me? But bro, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna eat, drink my juice, and react to this video, and y'all gonna watch with it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Bro, I feel so like, bro, look, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I feel like a noob right now, you feel me? Like, I feel brand new to this. Like, touching my computer, it feels weird. Like, what am I doing right now, bro? It don't feel right, because I haven't been on this thing in so long, bro. I promise you it's been so long.
For a long time how to start this video.
I just said that.
Because it needs to be concise and compendious, but I also want it to be very, very comprehensive. And I guess the best place to start is at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's been many different versions of my life story, which have been put on the internet as of late and from many years ago. But I'm gonna give a very, very quick overview of my story. My life.
This shit is an hour-long video. I just peeped that shit, bro. Damn, I don't know if we could do a full hour-long, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. An hour-long is crazy. It might be 30 minutes, maybe.
It's always been difficult. I've certainly had a difficult life. I preach to the people who follow me that as a man, trauma and difficulty is extremely important because it's the building blocks for mental fortitude and physical fortitude. So I'm very, very happy that my life has been difficult because it's impossible to become a capable man or a man of my capability without struggling with facing serious adversities, without trying to overcome often insurmountable odds. I grew up in South Side of Chicago.
What?
I'm obviously a person.
He from Chicago?
Of color. I was bullied in school to a degree. And my father always taught me to stick up for myself. I was never allowed to run and cry.
That nigga dad is black.
Always taught me to stick up.
His dad look black to me. If I ain't tripping, he got nappy. His dad got nappy hair.
I was never allowed to run and cry to authority. I was told that if someone wants to mess with you or come at you, you can't always go tell the teacher. Sometimes you have to deal with it.
Okay, so you got the regular person childhood. Get to the point. What are you talking about? What are we here for? I feel like everybody was taught that. Don't let nobody bully you.
I was actually picked on by these two kids.
No way.
When I was riding the school bus home. I think.
Bro, I hate when people tell these stories, bro. Everybody got these little kid-ass stories where everybody get picked on and shit, you feel me? Tell us what is the point of this? What is the final message?
They'd sit behind me, throw things at me, hit me. Every single time I get the school bus, I don't know what to do. And my dad said, I'm not gonna call the teacher because the teacher ain't on the bus. And I'm not gonna call the school bus driver because they're busy driving. Son, if you wanna deal with this, you're gonna have to deal with it yourself. And I said, but Dad, they're bigger than me. So weeks had passed. It was a few weeks. They kept picking on me, and I felt.
Bro, I just skipped like 3 minutes, bro. Why the fuck are you still talking?
Myself sitting there getting more insecure, and the rage was boiling inside of me.
Bro,
and one day, one of them slapped me in the side of the face from behind. I was sitting on the chair. He slapped me in the face from behind. And instantly, I don't know what it was, but this was the day I had enough. And I turned with my lunchbox and swung it over the back of the school bus chair and caught him and busted his eye clean open. The plastic Batman lunchbox hit him in the eye, and blood started squirting everywhere. All the children started screaming. And as I did this, the bus had just come up to a stop. It was a few stops before my stop, but it had stopped. And as the bus stopped and the screaming happened, I just got up and I just ran off the bus and ran home. I've never run so fast or so far in my life. I was full of adrenaline. I just ran. When I got home, I had blood on my clothes, and my dad looked at me. He said, what happened? And I said, That kid, I won't say his name. I said his name at the time. I said, that kid, he hit me in the face.
And
I just, the lunchbox, but it was all smashed up where I'd hit him with it. And my dad kind of smiled a little bit and said, don't worry, son, get in the car. We got in the car and we went to Walmart. We walked up and down the aisle.
So basically he beat a kid up and his dad gave him some food. You beat up your bully. That's all you had to say. What is next? What is next? Your dad bought you some candy or some shit?
And he looked and picked up another lunchbox, an exact replica of the same blue Batman lunchbox, gave it to me and said, I'll buy you as many of these as you need. And that was the last we spoke of it. Funnily enough, I never saw that kid again. I don't know if he changed schools. I don't know what his parents did, but I never saw that child again. So even from a very, very young age, I was taught that going to authority and crying and hoping someone else was going to fix your problems. First broke up, so I was in a single mother household. And now I'm a person of color in a single mother household.
Me too. You grew up, bro. He tell these, I mean, I fuck with Tate, bro, but like, you tell these same stories every single time, bro. You did not have to start from the bottom. Everybody in the world that had you on their podcast, you tell this story every single time of how you were broke, how you were poor, how you had to grow up and fight for yourself, how your dad put you in imminent, how you got into fighting, how you and your brother are like boyfriends and girlfriends now because y'all like love each other so much, y'all treat each other like this, you feel me? Like we get it, like bro, what is the point of this?
So the only American at the time in Luton, and I had, again, repeat problems in school. I was picked on for being the only American. I was picked on for not knowing things I should have known because I hadn't been through the English educational system. I'd been through the American educational system. And I had trouble in school again, but I stuck up for myself. Unfortunately, nothing got violent at any point. But when people made fun of me, I stood up and said, listen,
what are you telling us this for?
I'm from a different place, and I talk differently. And I always understood that standing up for yourself, I never went to the teacher, I never cried to anybody else. I just stood up for myself.
God.
And over time, people learned respect for me and my boundaries. And they were very respectful of me.
I don't give a fuck.
And I had a very positive experience from then on out in school by simply standing up for myself, because this is how I was taught to act. In high school, I ended up having a reputation of a guy that nobody really messed with. I certainly wasn't a bully. Absolutely
oh
the
my
opposite.
fucking God, this nigga not talking about shit, bro. What is the point of this video?
But no one really picked on me. I actually had a friend in school who was gay. I had 5 main friends in school, and I was also friends with a gay guy. And he would make fun of me for being American, and I would make fun of him for being gay back then. But the world was a very, very different place. This is many, many years ago. And we had friendly banter back and forth, but we were very good friends, and I stuck up for him and prevented anyone else.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He blowing my shit, bro. What? He tell these stories every single podcast, bro. He finna go into the rant on how, like, the world back then is not the same place back then. Now, I could say some shit back then. Like, the world now is soft. And, bro, I know what he's finna say. Like,
all of the time. And the banter between us, the locker room talk, which would be considered absolutely unacceptable today, at the time was very, very normal. And we had a great time. We were good friends. And I heard from him, actually, after this ban. And he said, you should mention the fact that the things they say about you completely aren't true. And this leads me on to the reason I believe these narratives have managed to gain such a foothold in popular consciousness.
So it took you 6 minutes to talk about shit.
Due to the fact I've managed to develop an iron mind, because I'm probably the only individual on earth who can be vilified to this level without taking personal insult and without being emotionally affected, what I've done is I've allowed certain narratives to gain traction, which I shouldn't have allowed to gain traction, because they didn't personally bother me, because I know they are false. I live with a very, very pure heart. I'm a religious man. I go to church, and anyone who follows me in detail knows I donate huge sums of money to the church. And as long as I knew the truth of my heart and God knew the truth of my heart, I wasn't interested in lies being purported.
This nigga just want us to feel bad for him and start clapping for him for the shit that he did, bro. Like, I get it though. Like when you're in the hot seat right there, you have to just say so much good shit you do. You know what I'm saying? You have to.
I now understand that's wrong.
Like he was at the peak of his career.
I've done nothing wrong, even though it doesn't emotionally affect me, even though God and myself know my innocence, the public consciousness has been polluted to a point where narratives are being purported which are absolutely and utterly false. And it's having a genuine negative impact on the people who I care about and the people who care about me. And despite the fact it doesn't emotionally affect me, as a man, I have a duty to protect all of those I love. And for this reason, these narratives have started to become very, very harmful. I was under understanding that on the internet, people don't like you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you say. There's going to be some people who don't like you, and the people who don't like you are not interested in the truth.
Yeah.
What they're interested in is finding some...
The thing is, he actually do got some crazy shit out there. Like, I done seen some crazy, like, I react to Andrew Tate all the time, and he say funny shit, but, like, he actually has crazy videos out there. I seen a nigga beating up a girl before in the video. I seen a nigga whooping a girl with a belt in the video, you feel me? Like, I seen some crazy shit of this nigga before, but... he do be like when like videos like this shit right here is like I can't even take him serious right now. I'm giggling in my head, you feel me? But like it sucks, you feel me?
Lie that they can latch onto and accelerating that lie on as much as possible via their platforms to try and paint a negative picture of you because they don't like you. A lot of these attacks against me are disguised under the virtue of caring about women. But none of these people who are attacking me care about women. None of them donate to women's charities. None of them donate to charity like I do. None of them...
he just went on Aiden's stream the other day and posted that he was gonna donate to women's charity.
Anybody like I do. I'm about to show, later on in this video, proof of the massive work I do for helping people. They don't help anybody. All they do is just attack me and use fake virtue, the fact they pretend to care, as a reason to attack somebody who they personally don't like.
What I do gotta say is though, a lot of people like a lot of people that's happy to see him lose his platforms. Like me personally, shit happens. Like I really don't give a fuck what happens to him. You feel me? It ain't my business. Do what you gotta do. Your life is your life. My life is my life. He don't give a fuck about what's going on in my life. So why would I give a fuck about what's going on in his life? You feel me? But I see his people out here that's making millions and millions off his fucking videos, getting paid off him, having him on podcasts and shit, talk about him all the time. But as soon as he lost his platform, they was celebrating that he lost it. Bro, you made money off his name, bro. Like, why are you tripping? Like, you was making money off his name, you feel me? You weird.
And it's very, very different to actually care about an issue or weaponize an issue and pretend to care to try and damage someone else's life. These are very, very different things. And this is the reason why I have not tried to dispel these myths as hard as I could have, because I understood that these people are always going to hate me and they're always going to lie about me, no matter what I say or do.
Yeah.
But considering in light of the final ban, and considering I have the public consciousness, I think it's extremely important that for myself and for my family and for people I care about, that I tell the truth. And I make the truth known to the world, because that is the only intention in my video, is to sit and tell the truth. And the fact that I'm a very, very iron-minded individual who is not negatively affected by these smear campaigns is not reason enough for me not to sit, take time, and dispel all the negative things which are said about me. I am fully aware that not everybody is going to agree with what I say. The earth cut up elements of me that is not true. That's another thing that I really do not like. I am totally aware that not everybody is going to like me. I
literally just skipped 30 minutes and bro.
Problems with that I believe the world is round, and there would be a large creator online that has a 100% approval rate. Channel, and I have a lot of positivity online about, in the modern world, the inclusivity of different cultures, different ways of life, different sexual orientations, and how we need to be tolerant and understanding of all these different people's life paths, and by extension, their different ways of viewing the world. I'm a unique individual, as is everybody. I think that all of the people who disagree with me are very, very welcome to disagree with me. I would never shout for any of the people who disagree with anything I say to be silenced or canceled, because I don't think that...
Bro, is this like one of those videos that like you ever see, like, when you're trying to get uncanceled videos, like everybody that make these videos, they always like say a whole bunch of nothing, bro. Where is you gonna get to the point at? Like, bro. Oh my God. It's probably because I'm sick right now, bro. It's irritating me, bro.
That helps the world. I think that discourse is always going to be the way that we lead ourselves to the truth. And if anybody has anything contrary to say about any of my points of view, I welcome it. I like to hear it. And as long as it's in a respectful and adult manner, I often platform it on my platforms as much as possible so I can sit and discuss and I can learn.
That's why I feel like everything he just said,
if I have
we
a
done
point of view
heard
and someone
already. He
challenges
said on
it
all
in
y'all
a
platforms.
very adult, correct, logical way, very often I have changed my point of view. And this has been really, really good for me as a person to grow and for the audience to grow. And I know I've changed many other people's minds when they've come to debate with me. And this is
the real question is, honestly, do you need the internet though? You're rich and you have Hustlers University. If all the people that you, all those people that are still, that got Hustlers University, if they're getting paid from it, they're gonna still subscribe to Hustlers University and you're still gonna be making millions. So do you really need TikTok or Facebook anymore? I don't know.
This is the beauty of being human. So I have no problem with being disliked. I do have a problem with a few things. I have a problem with long format things I've said being taken out of context, taking a small clip from a 2-hour piece of video, then with careful editing, removing it to narrative, and changing my intention behind the words, painting me to be a criminal or a bad person when I am not. I do have a problem with false criminal accusations when I do not have a criminal record, and I have.
I'm gonna try and skip to the end, see what the fuck you talking about right here.
It's charity. If I start a new Instagram, it's only going to be dedicated towards the charitable side of the Tate Foundation.
Oh, I almost choked.
Because they are a nation, a European Union nation, with a strong legal system, and they would lock me up. They have not done that because I am completely and utterly innocent. Indian police are trying to get him in trouble for human trafficking.
Oh, here you go.
It happened to Aiden Ross.
I didn't even have a car to get there. I've done it all, so I've lived a very extreme life, and this is where these lessons come from.
To quickly address the rumors that I'm a sex trafficker and that's why I live in Romania. Firstly, that's a very, very racist attitude to have. I find it strange that the left and people who
I swear,
speak
he made me, I could have skipped right here. This is all I've been waiting on, this sex trafficking information.
And talk about tolerance and inclusivity will assume that Romania as a country will allow me to be a rapist, or that Romania is the kind of place where rape is okay. That's an extremely racist mentality to have. Imagine someone saying that the other way around, that in this country, because it's run by these people.
Okay, so he's basically saying no, why would he be one? Okay, that's all he had to fucking say. I'm gone.